Hey guys, this is a throwback video of Jaguar visiting Sam, and we get a little insight as to how chaotic it got whenever she would visit him. In this video, he's with his grandmother. That's where he was living, and she had just married Goomba, and they were visiting him. But before we do that, can you guys hit the like button as you come into the page? And if you have not subscribed as yet, kindly subscribe at this point. Thank you. Now let's get into the video. It's a throwback video. Apparently she was visiting Sam, who was living at his grandmother at the time, and she had a psychotic break right then and there because she wanted Sam to go to the car to visit Goomba. But I think the grandmother was afraid for Sam to go to the car because she probably was afraid that Jackie would push him in the car and drive off with him and kidnap him again. And I was thinking she was asking her son, Sam, to go to the car and say hi to Goomba. But why couldn't Goomba get out of the car and come to the door to say hi to Sam? That's the thing that didn't make sense to me. She was asking Sam to go to the car and yelling and screaming because he wouldn't. But just as easily, Goomba could have gotten out of that car and came to the door and met Sam's grandmother and met Sam at the door. So it looks to me that that was a situation that the grandmother should have been concerned over because Jaguar was accused of kidnapping her child before, her son before. And she did time in jail for it. So, of course, the grandmother was on high alert. So let's take a listen to the conversation between Jaguar, the grandmother, and Sam.
Come outside and speak to your mother.
I'm right here speaking with...
So she's commanding Sam at this point to come outside and speak with her. But he was right there at the door. So that's considered partially outside. But she was able to see him and talk to him. But she wanted him on the lawn. So maybe she can grab him and push him towards the car. That's what I was thinking. But the thing is, he said, I'm right here speaking with you. And Jaguar just went off into call the police. This is when she was saying her mother-in-law laid hands on her and hit her and, oh, call the police. And nothing like that happened.
Call the police. Honey, do you got 911 on the phone?
Everything is perfectly fine.
No, it isn't because I have all the conversations recorded. I have every last conversation recorded.
Good. I'm perfect.
Every last conversation recorded.
I'm perfect.
Then you can come outside and speak to your mother.
You're already outside.
I'm already...
So then why can't you walk over here and meet
No.
your stepfather?
No.
Why can't he meet his stepfather? Why can't he meet his stepfather? Why can't he meet his stepfather?
So as you guys heard, she went into this shouting match. And this mental illness was kicking in at that point.
I'm right here speaking with you.
You fucking right, I'm going off. Honey, do you got 911 on the phone?
Everything is perfectly fine.
No, it isn't because I have all the conversations recorded.
By the way, the t-shirt that my son is wearing in that picture, I bought him 6 years ago. You see how high his pants was? They don't even take care of him. I didn't put his face on camera because I didn't want nobody to see him whooping looking like a homeless person.
His stepfather. Why can't he meet his stepfather? Why can't he meet his stepfather, Tina?
You stay here.
No, he doesn't. Come outside and speak to your mother.
I'm right here speaking with...
Call the police. Honey, do you got 911 on the phone?
Everything is perfectly fine.
No, it isn't because I have all the conversations recorded. I have every last conversation recorded.
Good.
I'm perfect.
Every last conversation recorded.
I'm perfect.
Then you can come outside and speak to your mother.
You're already outside.
I'm already...
So then why can't you walk over here and meet
No.
your stepfather?
No.
Why can't he meet his stepfather? Why can't he meet his stepfather? Why can't he meet his stepfather, Tina?
911.
Why can't he meet his stepfather?
I can definitely talk with him.
Well, then go and meet.
So Sam was trying to appease his mother. He said, I can definitely talk with him. And that's when she said, well, go over there and say hello to him. But if he had gone to that car, I have a feeling she would have pushed him in the car and drove off with him. And it would have been another kidnapping charge.
Well, then go and meet your stepfather.
No, you stay here.
No, he doesn't stay anywhere.
Yes, he does.
He's 18 years old. You don't tell him what to do.
So this happened 2 years ago because now he's 20. At the time, he was 18.
Go meet your stepfather.
I'm closing my door, Jack.
You better take your hands off of me,
Hello,
Tina.
I'd like to call the
You
police.
better not
please.
put your hands on me. This
Hello?
woman just put her hands on me.
I did.
Please, 911, come here. She's crazy. She's a
1300.
schizophrenic. She won't let my son out the house. She just outside.
So she started to say her mother-in-law was a schizophrenic, all because she wanted to close the door. And then she said, oh, she put her hands on me because she wanted to close the door. So, of course, Jaguars making a scene. The mother-in-law had to call the cops.
Perfectly fine.
Come outside and speak to your mother.
I'm right here. I'm right here speaking with.
Call the police. Honey, do you got 911 on the phone?
Everything is perfectly fine.
No, it isn't, because I have all the conversations recorded. I have every last conversation recorded.
Good.
I'm perfect.
Every last conversation recorded.
I'm perfect.
Then you can come outside and speak to your mother.
You're already outside.
I'm already.
So then why can't you walk over here and meet
No.
your stepfather?
No.
Why can't he meet his stepfather? Why can't he meet his
Jackie,
stepfather?
Jackie.
Why can't he meet his stepfather, Tina?
911.
Why can't he meet his stepfather?
I can definitely talk with him.
Well, then go and meet your
No,
stepfather.
you stay here.
No, he doesn't stay anywhere.
Yes, he does.
He's 18 years old. You don't tell him what to do. Go meet your stepfather.
I'm closing my door, Jack.
You better take your hands off of me,
Hello,
Tina.
I'd like to call the police.
You better
please.
not put your hands on me. This
Hello?
woman just put her hands on me.
I did.
Please, 911, come here. She's crazy. She's a
1300.
schizophrenic. She won't let my son out the house. She just...
This is what this poor family has had to go through. And it's been going on for years. One of her nieces said that she was in a straitjacket before. You know, guys, when you view the mentally ill in those movies, the schizophrenics and people who have other issues and they're kind of control themselves and they're yelling and they're screaming, when they come for you, if you cannot control yourself, they're going to put you in a straitjacket and put you in a padded cell. Well, her niece said when she was young, they had to put her in a straitjacket. That's how bad she was as a kid growing up. She would have these mental health issues. So what we're seeing on the internet is nothing new. It's new to us, but it's not new to the family. They have seen worse. Her niece also alluded to the fact that her mother had a rough time raising her in terms of her mental health issue. And remember, Jaguar said her mother has mental health issue. Well, no wonder. She was raising Jaguar. Okay, anybody would have mental health issue, anxiety and depression or whatever it is her mother was diagnosed with. She has it because I believe it's because of Jaguar. Now, her niece said she's not schizophrenic. Her Jaguar's mother has never been diagnosed with schizophrenia, but I think someone said she has anxiety. And no wonder, when you're raising a child who has mental issues and who is carrying on and or have all these issues, it's no wonder anybody would have anxiety or depression or any one of those mental health issues. So at this point, guys, as you come on the page, please hit the like button. And if you have not subscribed as yet, kindly subscribe. Now let's get more into the video. This is her niece, her two nieces, talking about her and her mental health struggles over the years and how much lying she does. Let's take a listen.
Raised Jackie, and it was not easy. Jackie has always been, unfortunately, a trouble person. She loved it there. She sung at the wedding because she wanted to sing there. No one forced her. You know, that rape allegation is a lie. You know, she told people that in the family because, you know, she was jealous of my mom. My mom was getting married and she just was upset. You know, she felt like, she always says all the time, you left me, you chose him over me because she wanted to live with my mom and my mom was getting married. My mom left my grandmother's home and went to move in with her husband, as she should. And she was upset about that. My dad ain't raped that girl. She's a liar. She has, you know, issues. I don't know why she feels like every guy my mom has been with wants her, but yeah, definitely not the case.
So this is an interview with the nieces and Tasha K. When Tasha K had interviewed them. So this is another throwback video.
She said this to everyone in the family, and we all do the same thing. Why didn't you call 911? If this happened, why didn't you call 911? Why would you sing in the wedding? You're all smiles. You're all smiles at the wedding. You didn't call 911. You loved my dad. You know, he was a part of the family. Why didn't you call 911? Why wait until now? You know, She told me this one time. I think I was maybe around 10 or 11. She's drunk. I'm assuming on some type of drugs. She said, "Your father raped me." I said, "Huh? Your father raped me?" I asked my mom about it. My mom was just like, "Jamie, I don't know why she, lies. This is something that she's been saying for quite some time." No one in the family ever believed her because, like I said, my dad he played a big part in this family. My dad loves her. My dad loves Mom Belinda. My Uncle Donald just passed away. My dad was the first person to send money. It was never that. Yeah. It's just, once again, my aunt, unfortunately, she tends to lie. She's very delusional. My dad's a hardworking man. He's a business owner. That man never raped her. They weren't even around each other enough for that to even happen, if that makes any sense. My aunt was like, running the streets. She was 14, 15, trying to, be a rapper. That's what she was doing. Takes this and looks and reflects and gets some help because it's too much. I honestly thought the whole thing was going to go away, but it was the Jamie Wallace from South Philly raped me for me. So something had to be said. You're going too far. You're pushing people's buttons. You're bullying at this point. It's not funny. So that was the last straw for me.
So guys, drop it in the comment section. Do you believe the family when they said the R word did not happen? Or do you believe Jaguar when she said it did happen? Drop it in the comment section. Or has she maintained this because she was jealous of the sister getting married? But if it's not true, I believe she can pass the lie detector test because she has maintained allegedly, the same lie over the years. She has always said this. And when you tell a lie and you tell it over and over and over and you maintain it, if you have schizophrenia, you're going to believe it wholeheartedly. So she would be able to pass the lie detector test, although it's not allegedly true. And so she might be able to put an innocent man, presumably he's innocent, this is all alleged, she might be able to put him in jail on a lie if she believes it enough and pass that lie detector test. She might be able to put him in jail if she was ever given a lie detector test.
Frances is a school teacher. She's a school teacher for about 25 years. Okay, so Jackie's mom is my first aunt Frances.
Is your Aunt Frances schizophrenic?
No, she is not. She's never been diagnosed with schizophrenia. I'm sorry. I do know that she has definitely gone through some mental distress in her life. I watched her raise Jackie, and it was not easy. Jackie has always been, unfortunately, a troubled person. I can think back to when we were kids, and you would have Aunt Frances or Shelly, that's Jamie's mom, calling, "Aunt Belinda, guess what happened?" Or Aunt Frances, "Oh, Belinda, Jackie's not doing well. The cops just came and picked her up and put her in a straitjacket." So she's been in that white suit where they put your arms and tie yourself to you so you can't go crazy. She's been in one of those before. I saw a YouTube video where she said she was never 302.
So I pulled up a 302 code on Google, and it says it's an involuntary commitment. And it is an application for emergency evaluation and treatment for persons who are a danger to themselves and others due to mental illness. So according to Denise, Jaguar was placed on a 302 before. Okay, so whatever they call, or whatever would be similar to a 302 in Jersey, that's happened to her before, and she was a child. Okay, there was also a moment when she was pregnant with Giovanni, the son that was murdered. Okay. Her father chastised her about something. She got very angry with him, and she dug a hole. She went out in the yard with a shovel, dug a hole in the ground, and buried that man's suit, his work suit, in that hole. She dug the hole, dropped the suit in there, and buried it. Okay, so these are things, all this acting out and stuff we're seeing on YouTube, all these people that she's talking about that she has a problem with on YouTube, we've all watched this go down since she's been a child. It's really been a lot for all of us. We kind of try to sit back and just let it resolve itself. And, it's to the point now where we need to address it. Yeah, so I could definitely speak on that. Am I surprised with how she is right now? No, I mean, she never had a job. Let's be clear. After whatever she was doing with the singing career took off, she had a little moment that ended very quickly. And, mine has never worked. Like I told you, my grandma raised my
my brother, Giovanni, my cousin, she has Sammy majority of the time. That lady never had a job. This is something, that she's just like every L she takes, it just gets worse and worse and worse. Not surprised at all. Okay, well, to speak on the car situation, she loves it there. She lives there. Currently,
Where's there?
She lives there.
In the car?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they had a home. Homeless. They had a home. Her husband's people were like renting to them, from what I know, and that ended, quickly. So now they're on the road. Don't know where they're going, but yeah, they're on the car. Her husband, and the dog. Basically, my grandma does not have access to any of her funds. She takes all of her money.
Well, Jaguar has recently claimed that she takes all of her mother's money because the money's hers, she says. Again, this is the interview with the nieces and Tasha K.
She takes all of her money. She's been doing it for years now. It got to a point where her and, my brother will argue over my grandma's money because my aunt will try to take my grandma's money every time she got paid. And, my brother would be like, you can't do this. We need this money for the bills. Why are you taking her money? Well, now at this point, she just has the money being deposited in her account. And so that's how her and Gerald are living, off my grandma's money. My grandma has $20 to her name right now because she just called my mom and asked for money. It's like $6,000 a month.
And she's taking her mom's money.
Correct.
And her and Gerald are living off of it. So,
Right.
I mean, if it's $6,000, like, why can't she get a place to stay?
And she had
Why in the car?
Who knows? I
Her
don't know.
credit's probably not good at this point. I mean, I know that when her career started to tank and she started losing everything because she went gung-ho with buying this grand old Aces $500,000 house. As soon as she got her check, I'll never forget, she came to get me when she got her first advance from the record label. MCA, I think, is who she was with. She came to me hype, Chris, come outside. Look what I got. She had got the Jaguar S-Type. Say her name. Okay, nice car, And then, before album sales really even start kicking in, she's buying a Benz truck right behind that. Then behind that, this big mansion in Voorhees, New Jersey. So naturally, Sam is nervous. Like, Jackie, I think we need to slow down. We don't need to spend this much, buy this much. Let's wait a little bit. So, and I understand why she wanted to live the lavish lifestyle because let's be clear, she grew up very nicely. She grew up almost how your normal white family would grow up. Both her parents were there. They both had careers. Uncle Norman was in the service. After he left the service, I know he worked at the post office and he also had his own cleaning business in Philly. Uncle Norman and our friends has never split.
So she grew up in a two-parent house.
She grew up in a two-parent household in a pretty nice neighborhood. Actually, only 15 minutes from where she bought her $500,000 house. So that goes to show what type of neighborhood she grew up in.
So those are two of the throwback Jaguar Rights videos. Now we get to see how disturbed really Jaguar is. She ought to get off the internet and start working on herself. And I pray that someone in her inner circle, one of her family members that she loves, because she don't hit them all, one of those people can get her into some kind of treatment. YouTubers, drop your comments. I'm over and out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel and to my videos. Thank you for watching.